It's strange how love can turn into fear so quietly that you don't even notice when it happens. When Ethan and I got married, I thought I had found the kind of love people write books about. He was charming, patient, and kind. He remembered the little things. How I took my coffee, how I liked sleeping on the left side of the bed, how my favorite song could calm me down after a stressful day. For the first year, life felt like a warm Sunday morning. Peaceful and safe. But love doesn't just disappear overnight. It rots slowly beneath the surface like fruit left too long on the counter. It started with small things. He stopped saying "I love you" before bed. He didn't notice when I changed my hair. His phone started buzzing at odd hours, and every time I asked, he'd laugh, a little too hard, and say it was work stuff. At first I believed him. I wanted to believe him. But soon the excuses became his second language. Late meeting. Traffic. Just grabbing a drink with a coworker. He was there physically, but it felt like I was living with a ghost. One night, when he came home smelling like perfume, I asked softly, "Whose scent is that?" He didn't even hesitate. "A client hugged me." "You're being paranoid again." That word burned. Because it wasn't the first time he'd said it, and each time I believed him less. "Claire, you're overreacting. You've been so emotional lately. Maybe you need to talk to someone about your trust issues." He said it all with such calmness, such control, that I started to wonder if maybe I was the problem. Maybe I was insecure. Maybe I really was losing it. That's how gaslighting works. They make you question your own eyes, your own memory, your own sanity. But deep down, something inside me whispered, "No. You're right. Something's wrong." It was a Wednesday night. Ethan said he'd be home late again. I decided to clean the guest room, the one he said he used for Zoom calls, when he worked from home. As I dusted the lamp on the nightstand, I noticed a small black hole near the base. At first I thought it was just a design. But when I looked closer, my stomach dropped. It was a camera lens. My heart started pounding so hard I could feel it in my throat. Hands trembling, I followed the wire running from the lamp. It led behind the dresser to a tiny black device with a blinking light. A recording device. I didn't want to touch it, but I did. And when I pulled out the SD card, my hands felt cold. I knew I was about to see something that would change everything. I plugged it into my laptop. The first file opened automatically. And there he was. Ethan. But he wasn't alone. He was with someone else. Laughing, touching, whispering things I used to hear. The woman was our neighbor, Jenna. The one who smiled at me every morning when she jogged by. The one who brought over banana bread last Thanksgiving. The one who hugged me and said, "You two are such a perfect couple." I watched in silence, my heart turning to glass inside my chest. They weren't just cheating, they were comfortable. They were home. My home. And that's when I realized the cruelest part of betrayal isn't the lie. It's how ordinary it looks. The way he tucked her hair behind her ear the same way he used to do for me. The way she laughed. The same laugh I once thought he saved for me. I didn't scream. I didn't cry. I just sat there watching, feeling everything and nothing at the same time. When Ethan came home that night, I couldn't look at him. He kissed my cheek, told me he loved me, and walked into the shower. The same shower where 2 days ago we'd talked about repainting the kitchen. I lay in bed, staring at the ceiling, counting the lies one by one. Every late night. Every work trip. Every "you're crazy." And I realized I had been living in a story he wrote, not me. The next morning I didn't confront him. I just got up, made breakfast like always, and said, "I'm going to visit my sister for a few days." He smiled. "Sure, baby. You deserve a break." He didn't even notice I'd taken the camera with me. At my sister's house I cried for hours. Not just for what he did, but for how much of myself I'd lost trying to keep him happy. Do you know what it's like to realize the person you trusted most was studying you? Recording you? Watching you, not out of love but guilt? I went through every clip on that SD card. Some were just blank, the camera pointed at the wall. But some showed him alone, pacing, talking on the phone, laughing quietly. And in one video I heard him say, "She's never gonna find out. She's too trusting." That broke me more than the affair. It's been 8 months since that day. I left Ethan quietly. No fights, no final words. Just a note that said, "You told me I was crazy. But now I see I was just right." I moved into a small apartment on the edge of town. I started therapy. I started journaling. And slowly I started recognizing myself again. Healing isn't glamorous. It's messy. Some days I wake up feeling strong. Other days I stare at my reflection and wonder how I didn't see the signs sooner. But I'm learning that strength isn't loud. Sometimes it's just surviving one more morning without breaking. People ask me sometimes, how could you not know? And I tell them, it's not that I didn't know. It's that I hoped I was wrong. Because love makes fools out of the best of us. Because when you love someone, you build a world out of their words. And when that world collapses, it takes a while to remember how to breathe again. But if I learned one thing, it's this. When someone constantly calls you crazy, it's usually because they're terrified you'll discover the truth. And I did. If you've ever been lied to or made to feel crazy, know this. You are not broken. You are healing. You are becoming the version of yourself that no lie can destroy. If this story touched your heart, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more true stories about lies, love, and finding strength after betrayal.